now going to look at how the jab can work when we're moving backwards. So remember, all of these Kazamazuki techniques can also be used with a Yuraken back fist. So they're a good sort of thing to add in as well if you're thinking more karate based. So here what we're going to do is I'm going to start with my back foot in the hoop. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jab and come back with that front foot. So I'm going to take myself away here, away by stepping that that front foot back into the hoop. So I'm going to step back and jab here. It's like Kazamazuki off the front arm. Back and jab here. I'm going to step back and jab here, step back and jab, step back and jab. Okay, so let's do that to count. Here, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, ash, ke, and je. Good. Change your stance, so put your other foot in. So same thing, we're going to jab our front hand out, and as we do that, we're going to step back. So here I'll be coming like sort of back, shuffling myself away from someone, or maybe dropping back, keeping them away, as I can then go back in with my next strike. But continuing just with the jab, Kazamazuki. So from here, I'll make sure you can see me. I'm going to step back and bring that back foot back. Okay, so ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, ash, ke, and je. So let's change stance and try that once more on each side. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, ash, ke, and je. And change stance. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, ash, ke, and je. So now what we want to do is we want to continue that into a full movement. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jab and step my back foot out. So then I've done a whole movement away. So I've gone here and back. Yeah, so it might just be like here, shuffling myself back as I do it. Okay, so from here I'm going to step back with the front foot and jab, and as we do that, I'm going to step the back foot back. Going in a straight line. Don't cut the angle, that's in the next video. So here we punch, step back, and step the back leg back. You ready? So here we go. One, so we do Sirakomi, half step here. So we punch and step back. Here, punch and step back, and punch and step back. So let's do it to count. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, ash, ke, and je. And change your stance. So have the other foot in, stepping back, punch, step front foot back, then the back foot. That's Sirakomi, that half step here. So punch and step back, step the other foot all the way back. To count, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, ash, ke, and je. Good. So from here what we're going to do now is we're going to add a slip into that. So this time what we do is we're going to step back and slip to the outside. So here you can see my front foot, my back foot's in the hoop. I'm going to step back, and as I do it I step my head to the outside of my lead foot. So the foot that I put in, I step my head to that outside, then step back. So from here I pull the front foot back, put my head over that side, and then step back here. Okay, so hopefully you'll be able to see me as best you can. We'll do this together. So ready? So we're going to step back, put our head over the lead foot on the outside, and then continue to step back. So from here I step back, put my head offline, front foot, outside, and back. Ready again, step here. So now try and get those two to work together. Those two to work together. Okay, and to count. Just doing the slip now. Ich, ni, San, Shi, Go, Rock, Sit, and Ash. Good. So now we're going to jump to the other side. So put your other foot in. So remember, we're going to step the front foot back. Now we're going to lean to the other side with our slip because that's now the outside, and then we continue the step back. So from here, step back, 1 and out. Here, step back, 1 and out. Step back over the outside foot, or outside part of the foot here, 1 and back. Okay, so now we're going to try and do that all together to count. Ich, ni, that's Sirakomi. San, Shi, Go, Rock, Stitch, and Ash. So now we need to put the jab in there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to load the jab, 1 step back, and now as we step on the back leg, now we're going to punch. So we're punching a little bit later this time. So we're going to step to the outside and then punch as I step my back leg back. So from here, let me do it from this angle so you can see. It's going to step back and slip to the outside and then step back and punch. So step back and slip to the outside and punch. Step back and punch. So again, a very defensive slip because you're sort of reacting to what they're doing and defending them. Obviously it's defensive because you're going backwards anyway, but a very defensive one because I'm not striking straight away, I'm slipping and then coming with my attack. So I'm probably moving back, slipping out of the way of one of their strikes and then striking on that counter as they're coming in towards me. So from here, so I'm going to step back, slip, punch on the back as the back leg steps out. Punch and slip, sorry, step back and slip. So step back and slip and punch with the front arm as you push the back leg back. 1, here, 1. Okay, so let's go through that whole thing. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sit, ash, ke, and je. So now we're going to go on the other side. So I'm going to stay this way and hopefully then you can see maybe a different angle. So from here we're going to step our front foot back, put our head over the outside of that front leg and step our other foot back and jab, Kazamazuki. So step back, 1, 2. So we're loading it up. So I'm rotating in, think about my posture here, slightly drawn in navel, the long stomach line. As I step back, I'm releasing that twist. So you can see here, as I'm coming in, I'm releasing that loaded side up with that jab. Okay, so step back and jab as you step off, step the back leg back. So drop back, slip to the outside and punch. Let's go through that together. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sit, ash, ke, and je. Good, change stance. We're going to do it again on the other side. So slipping to the outside edge and then punching. Okay, so ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sit, ash, ke, so that one a bit earlier, je, and change stance. Again, other side, ready? So 1 and through. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sit, ash, ke, and je, and through. So there we're moving away, slipping to the outside. So now what we're going to do is we're going to slip to the inside as we step back. So now we take that front foot back and slip to the inside. So here's my front leg, here's the inside, slip to that side. So drop back and slip to the inside. drop back, slip to the inside, and then step the back leg out. Still keeping the same pattern. Left leg still going to stay in at the front. It might be your right leg, but whichever leg you got forward, that one stays in front. We don't stance switch halfway through, not at the moment. So from here, I'm going to step back and come back out. Step back and slip to the inside and back out. Step back and slip to the inside and out. And step back and slip to the inside and out. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to step back, jab as we step back, then come back. So this I can see is a more, although you're stepping backwards, a more attacking slip and a more attacking nature, because what I'm doing is I'm fighting here, and as I can see them coming towards me, I'm going to drop, hit that jab straight away, not load it up as much, but be straight in there and make the slip be like my defense here, trying to preempt what their strike is. So from here, we're going to step back, slip to the inside, strike that Kazamazuki, and then step back. Step back and jab, and then step back. Step back and jab, and then come back. Step back and jab, and then come back. Trying to go in a straight line, don't go to the angle, that's on the next step. So here, together, you ready? Hitch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, sich, ash, ke, and je. So now let's put the other leg forwards. It's the same thing. We step back and we slip to the inside. We step back and we slip to the inside. Step back and slip to the inside. Then we step out. And then we just add in the Kazamazuki. So we step back and into the inside. We hit the Kazamazuki. And then we step out. So we step back one and then straight out. Step back one and straight out. Step back, slip into the inside and then straight out. One more. Step back, strike, and then step out. Okay, I'm going to do these from a slightly different angle so you can see. So from here, all together. So itch, hit that jab on that first leg. That leg steps back and we jab. Knee, san, shi, go, rock, sich, ash, ke, and je. Good, change stance. So do it again on the other side. From here, hitch, make a bit more skipping now, knee, a bit more fluid. San, going straight back, remember. Shi, go, rock, sich, ash, ke, je. So as soon as that foot comes in the hoop, that's when we're looking to strike. Same thing, but on the other side. Hitch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, sich, ash, ke, and je. Good, so there we've done stepping backwards, slipping on the inside and slipping on the outside. So there we did everything, stepping back, initially with the front leg. So now what I could do is I could step straight back with the back leg here. So I can step straight back with the back leg. So I'm going to do that now. So now I'm going to step back with the back leg to make that distance. So I'm going to do my Kazamazuki, my jab, but as I do it, I step my back leg, which is in the hoop, I step it out the hoop, one, here. And then I could either go forwards or one, I could come back here. And we're going to continue to go back just for the process of what we're doing right now. So from here, I'm going to step back and strike, okay? Step back and strike. Just do this bit first. Itch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, sich, and ash. Change stance. So back leg is going to go as we punch that jab. You might just notice me slipping a little bit there. Don't slip yet. I'm just getting into it. So from here, step back, punch straight away. Step back with the back leg, punch straight away. You ready? Itch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, sich, ash, ke, and je. Change stance. And now what we'll do is we're going to hit and punch as we step back, then bring the front leg back, and get our distance back. So we're using this jab, going backwards, as a maintaining of our distance, keeping that person away. So keeping that person at arm's length or catching them as they come in to strike us. So from here, we're going to step back one, then bring the front foot back. So you can see here, I punch out, step the back leg back, pull this arm in, and as I do that, I pull this front foot back. Okay, so look, jab, Kazamazuki, step the back leg back, pull the jab back in, bring the front foot back. Okay, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, ash, ke, and je. Change your stance, same thing. So we're going to step the back leg back as we punch. Then as we pull this arm in, we'll bring the front leg back without messing your hoop up. So from here, my back foot's in the hoop. I step back and punch, bring my front leg back, pull my arm back. Back leg goes out of the hoop as I punch that Kazamazuki. Now my front leg comes back as I pull my arm back. Ready to count? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, ash, ke, and je. Good, so now what we want to do without stepping back off the back foot this time, and starting it with the back foot, is add in the slip. So from here, what we're going to do, again, we're going to start in our stance, we're going to step back and we're going to slip to the outside. So I've stepped my back leg back and push my head over my lead foot to the outside, because then we'll load it, and as we bring that front leg back, that's going to be when we strike. So from here, let's just start that slipping motion. Back leg goes back over the lead leg. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, ash, ke, and je. So now what we're going to do is we're going to step that back leg back. As we come back, we're going to punch and step that front leg back. So now we're doing it in that whole slip and step back and punch. Ready? So step back and slip to the outside and punch as you bring the front leg in. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, ash, ke, and je. Change your stance. Now we're going to go on the other side. Same thing. I'm going to step my my back leg back, slip to the outside here. Ready? Step my back leg back, slip to the outside of my lead foot. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, and ash, ke, and je. Good. So now we step back with the back leg, slip to the outside. As we bring that front leg in, we're going to have loaded that Kazamazuki and throw that Kazamazuki. So from here, step back to the outside, step back and punch with the front arm. Here. So out and strike. Ready? Out and strike here to count. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, ash, ke, and je. So let's go back to the other leg and do them a little bit smooth this time. I'm going to change my angle. So from here, ich, ni, slip into the outside, san, shi, punch as you pull the front leg back, go, rok, sich, ash, ke, and je. Change stance on the other side, same thing. Back leg goes back, slip to the outside, punch as you bring the front leg back. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, ash, ke, and je. So now we need to do the opposite with the slip. So now we need to step that front leg back, so the back leg back, slip to the inside. Okay, so we're going to step that back leg back and slip to the inside of the lead leg. Here, hitch, knee, san, sheet, go, rock, sit, and ash. Change stance. Ready. Hitch, step into the in, stepping back leg back, step into that inside, slip into that inside. Knee, san, sheet, go, rock, sit, and ash. So from here, we could go punch here as we step and slip. We could go Jodan, or we can go Chudan. So I'm going to mix it up between the two, so if you go through varying it. So from here, I slip. So this one's much more attacking. So I've got someone coming towards me here, and as they come in, I'm preempting that strike that's coming in. I'm slipping to the inside and striking as they're coming in. So we're going to start by hitting Jodan for the first 5, Chudan for the second 5. So we're going to step back, punch, and then we can come back to our stance. Okay, so Jodan first, head height. Hitch, knee, slip into that inside. San, sheet, go, rock, sit, ash. Oh, I haven't changed it to Chudan. Now go to Chudan. Hitch, having too much fun. Knee, san, sheet, go, rock, sit, and ash. Change your stance. So from here, same thing, step the back leg back, slip to the inside. As we do that, we're going to jab, starting with Jodan here, and then come back up. Starting with Jodan, and then we come back up. Stepping straight back. Hitch, knee, san, sheet, go, rock, sit, ash. Now Chudan, so now tummy height. Hitch, knee, san, sheet, go, rock, sit, and ash. Good, change your stance. So I'm going to change my angle. Final set of stepping backwards with a jab now. So from here, step back, hit Jodan, step to the inside, then come back up to count. Hitch, staying with Jodan. Knee, san, sheet, go, rock, sit, ash, get that slip going, cur, and jur. Change stance. Oh no, sorry, let's do Chudan. Go to Chudan, tummy height, hitch, getting carried away. Knee, san, slip into that inside, sheet, go, rock, sit, ash, cur, and jur. Now change stance. So now on to Jodan. So step back with the back leg, slip to the inside, and then come back up hitting Jodan. Hitch, knee, san, sheet, go, rock, sit, ash, cur, and jur. Now hitting Chudan, final set for this video. Hitch, knee, san, sheet, go, rock, sit, ash, cur, and jur. Excellent, guys. Well, there we covered stepping forwards with a jab and stepping back. Hope you enjoyed that. Great. Thank you very much.